So when we're talking about martial arts, specifically with weapons work, the idea of dodging attacks comes up often. And while we do use evasive footwork, usually it is retreating or going away from our opponent, not this idea of like dodging underneath or using your agility to get under or around an attack.
Yes,
so,
and there is some stepping off the line stuff to get out of the line of attack, but it also involves using the weapon to protect and attack while you're doing
yourself. So this idea of dodging solely and not parrying. Right. So like this, if now we're going to take a big old swing and I saw it with my superhuman speed, I ducked under it. That's the kind of thing that we see some people saying works. Now here's the problem with something like that. My body weighs more than that sword does. It can change direction more quickly than me. Its mass is less. So if I go to do that, all Matt has to do is change the trajectory of his attack. Works in any direction. Let's say something from I don't care what side it is. Any attack. Slowly. I can try and get away, but he can just follow me. I can go away from it like this. He can just continue to follow me. The one thing he can't do, scoot that way a little bit, is move the sword through space if I go backwards. So I can actually get out of the way here, and that's a valid way to move away, because he also has to move his body through space.
The only thing I can do there is follow up with a thrust.
With a thrust. So if he makes an attack and I get back, I'm increasing the distance. But if I'm just trying to move from side to side, it's really hard to dodge something like that. But we're going to go ahead and try and take a look at it and see if we can make it work. Yes, of course, things will happen in fencing. The odd dodge will happen here and there.
Sure.
It's like anything goes when you start fighting.
Broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, broken clock is right twice a day. But it's not the kind of thing that we usually train to do. There is an exception, kind of, and that's evasive footwork combined with a parry. So if Matt's coming in this way, I might parry here so I can do something else. And I did move away from the incoming attack. It has a couple of functions. It does give me more time. I'm not able to get completely out of the way of that attack, but moving away from it will give me slightly more time, which gives me the chance to possibly parry if I couldn't before. It also puts me in a better position to possibly counterattack him. So if he comes in here, I could possibly pop, boom, and he's at maybe a worse position for me, or for him to parry my attack. So that's kind of how we do dodging. But the whole like Dark Souls style, like he comes in and I'm just going whoop, and then I attack him or something, or like rolling.
Yeah, the Bloodborne dashing requires you to be high on Elder God blood.
Elder God blood. So, but we're gonna take a look at how that would work in a fencing situation here really quick.
Yeah.
So me dodging. Here we go.
Yeah, hopefully
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Fence. Okay, ready?
I'm gonna try not to do this too hard.
Fence.
You okay?
No, I'm fine, yeah.
I pulled it a little bit.
He pulled it, so I'm trying really hard. Ready? Fence. He's just able to super easily change the direction.
I'm actually, some of you might be thinking I'm not hitting him that hard, but that's because psychologically, I can tell that I can hit him, and I'm seeing like his back. And these are blunt, but I don't want to hit him full cutting force.
They hurt.
Because it hurts. So if it looks like I'm slowing down, it's to be nice.
It's to be nice.
I could be splitting his back open. Right
Yeah. And this specific jacket has no padding in the back because I'm not supposed to get cut in the back.
And I'm doing cuts.
Yeah.
If I were to try thrusting, it might be even better. I don't know.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Fence. Ready?
Yeah.
Fence. Alright, stop.
Did I lift you up?
No, I was already on the run. Okay, ready? Why do we even have this? Hold on. This is just dodge. I have more maneuverability now. Ready?
Yeah.
Scoot back with it.
Okay.
Fence.
You alright?
No, I'm fine. Ready?
Okay.
Fence. Oh, God.
Now wait for me to attack.
Okay, ready? Fence. Okay.
Come on, man. Do some Bloodborne dodging.
Bloodborne dodging. Ready?
Yeah.
Fence.
Now that one, he actually did kind of get away, again, by going backwards. But I saw him doing it, and since he didn't have a weapon, I just went for it.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to show you how this would really work with some evasive footwork.
Right.
Yeah.
Avoiding the center line in order to make a simultaneous attack and parry if possible.
Okay, ready?
If possible.
If possible. He's not going to let me do it. Ready? Fast. Get
Nope.
me.
The blade touched my hand a teeny bit, but I had to parry. So.
Ready? Fast. Now you got me there.
That felt kind of hard, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Did you get me?
Not much.
Maybe a little bit.
Ready? Fence.
Now that time he got me with the tip.
So that time what I did, I waited for the attack to come in and I used crump out here and whipped this to there. But that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. The attack was coming in, I needed more time. So I sidestepped, I gained my time, and I continued to sidestep to circle around his parry. So he had to go up faster than I did. Got more. Ready?
Yeah.
Fence. So that's how I got his hand. So if you didn't see that, but I used a retreat, the parry here, and then I thrust into his hand. So it can work, but it almost always has to be with a parry, and even then, I'm not dodging under attacks. I'm moving around and away from the blade in order to get a stronger parrying position. Okay, so there you have it. I could not dodge under his cuts. He could change direction so quickly that no matter where I went, if I was going laterally or towards him with any motion, he could get me. The only way it worked is if I retreated. When I added in parries, I had a little more success. I could move laterally away from him while parrying in order to have more time to parry or to get a better position on him. But the idea of just dodging with any long-bladed weapon, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense because, like I said, any long-bladed weapon like this can change direction so quickly, and your body weighs so much more than that weapon. Physics dictates that it cannot move through space quicker than this weapon can change directions and move through space. That's why these things are so efficient.
Yeah, and if you have a weapon, use it for anything you can to preserve your life.
Yes.
Parrying.
Yeah, parrying.
If you don't have a weapon, the thing to do is actually close in if possible.
Yeah.
Because the amount of energy that goes into the cut here is much less, and then you can get a hand on it or something.
So if I was actually an unarmed person against one of these things, my best bet is to close to grappling distance.
If you can, you should.
Well, I should just run away. Yeah,
you should just leave.
If I have to fight him, if I'm in a situation where the only way for me to get out is to take him out, I want to close distance, avoiding the point and the cut, so that I would much rather get hit with this part of the blade because it doesn't have the momentum that this does, than try to wrestle him to the ground because then it'd be a more fair fight. This is the danger zone. And dodging just doesn't work, and rolling certainly doesn't work.
Yeah.
Don't roll.
I was worried I hit your tailbone.
No, that was fun.
If you like this or any of our other videos, please consider supporting us on Patreon.